talking mad shit, man.
No, because you're a piece of shit.
I, Jake Joseph Paul, will knock out, defeat, and embarrass Anthony Joshua.
His second fight at heavyweight against a bona fide knockout.
The boxing world erupted into chaos. Mike Tyson went straight after Jake Paul moments after Anthony Joshua's savage demolition stunned the arena. Paul's swagger vanished instantly, his larger-than-life persona collapsing under the weight of reality. As the crowd exploded, Tyson delivered a merciless verbal takedown, reducing Paul from loud provocateur to public punchline in a matter of seconds.
Down to the body with the right hand for Anthony Joshua. There's a big left now.
December 19, 2025 became the night illusion finally shattered. Anthony Joshua stepped into the ring with Jake Paul, and when it ended, Paul wasn't merely defeated, he was dismantled. His jaw was wrecked, his confidence crushed, and the entire venue sat in disbelief. This wasn't about brutality alone, it was about truth. Years of trash talk, viral hype, and manufactured bravado were wiped away by genuine elite skill. Paul had spent years claiming he could dominate champions and legends. None of that mattered once the fists started flying. And when the fight ended, the situation escalated further as Mike Tyson stormed in, ready to tear down the fantasy Paul had been hiding behind. In the build-up to this moment, Jake Paul carefully crafted an image of being fearless and untouchable. He loudly declared himself the best fighter alive, insisting no one on the planet could handle him. Press conferences, social media clips, and viral rants were packed with disrespect, aimed at legends like Anthony Joshua and even Mike Tyson himself.
Oh, the uppercut, and he took it! Jake Paul took it!
His entire promotional blueprint was built on bold guarantees, constant threats, and an exhausting smugness he wore like armor. Paul thrived on controversy, fueled drama non-stop, and sold himself as an unstoppable force. But when it came to actual boxing ability, the reality consistently painted a far less impressive picture.
Oh, the right hand right! Oh!
Even if he does land his best shot at the moment, not that much is going to happen.
I've done more for the sport of boxing in the past decade than myself, so I think if people really cared about boxing, they'd want me to win.
Paul's confidence rested on fragile ground. His main claim to legitimacy was the controversial win over Mike Tyson in November 2024, a result he leaned on endlessly whenever his credentials were questioned. He reminded everyone constantly, insisting he wasn't just a YouTuber pretending to box, but a man who had beaten a living legend. After Joshua's knockout, Paul claimed his jaw had been fractured by the damage. That excuse quickly became the next headline.
I'm world champion.
Then came December 19, 2025. From the opening bell, it was clear this was no circus attraction. Anthony Joshua was composed, dominant, and completely in control. Every punch sent a clear message. Real champions don't talk, they perform. By the middle rounds, the damage to Jake Paul was undeniable. His jaw was shattered, and with every clean shot, his confidence evaporated. The smirks disappeared, replaced by shock and pain. Months of guarantees and disrespect meant nothing now. He was unprepared for the reality unfolding in front of him.
Lighting up, everyone wondering what the hell is happening, and Joshua continues to chop down Paul. Joshua, the predator, counter right. There's the right hand.
I'm a very respectful guy, brought up by a good family, but if I can kill you, I will kill you. That's just how.
The crowd amplified everything. Fans roared with satisfaction as a fighter built on words collapsed under real pressure. Social media exploded as clips spread instantly, exposing the massive gap between Paul's trash talk and his actual ability. This wasn't just a fight, it felt like accountability. Hype collided with skill and was destroyed. But Joshua's victory was only the beginning. Mike Tyson, already familiar with Paul's act, entered the scene with fury. He cornered Paul and verbally dismantled him, every word landing like another knockout. For a man who lived on excuses, there was nowhere left to hide.
And it almost, oh, there's a left hook.
Mike Tyson didn't casually walk into the arena after Joshua's win. He charged in like a force of nature. The atmosphere shifted instantly. Fans who had just witnessed Paul's destruction locked in, knowing something explosive was coming. Tyson's stare burned with anger and disbelief. When he reached Paul, the tension snapped. This wasn't celebration. This was confrontation.
He looked angry up there. I've never seen him look so fired up. He was giving it the throat splashing gestures. He wants to.
Tyson backed Paul into a corner and unleashed brutal honesty. He exposed the fake toughness, the non-stop talking, and the collapse when it finally mattered. Those words cut deeper than any punch Joshua had thrown. What made it devastating was Tyson's authority. He wasn't just another critic, he had shared the ring with Paul. That experience gave every word undeniable weight. Paul's weak excuses only worsened the moment. Each attempt to explain himself was shut down by Tyson's stare and relentless truth, right in front of the world.
Respectfully. That's just the mentality we have to have as fighters. I don't know if any other fighter thinks that way. Maybe they're a bit more tame. But the things I watch and the way my mind works, when you're in that ring, it's a dangerous place to be and anything can happen. You hope your opponent leaves the ring safely, but if they don't, you still have to go to bed at night knowing that you just done.
The crowd went wild. Some watched in disbelief, others cheered as Paul's image crumbled live on camera. Every step backward, every flash of panic was captured. Social media ignited instantly. Clips of Tyson confronting Paul went viral within minutes. This wasn't just a verbal defeat, it was the public collapse of Paul's entire persona.
I was thinking too, maybe Tank isn't used to being...
Paul stood broken, bloodied, shaken, and humiliated. There was no spin, no damage control. Every ounce of confidence he built online vanished in seconds. His excuses carried no weight. Combined with Joshua's knockout and Tyson's confrontation, Paul was fully exposed. Legends like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury spoke openly, saying he could talk but didn't belong at this level. Joshua remained silent nearby, his dominance already proven. In the eyes of the boxing world, Paul's credibility was finished. He wasn't a contender, just a spectacle. December 19, 2025 became more than a fight. It became a warning. Hype cannot replace skill. Fame cannot replace heart. When real punches land, the truth cannot be avoided. Jake Paul could sell fights and generate noise, but when it mattered, reality spoke louder.
High because Anthony Joshua is out there saying that he's gonna kill